These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hey, good Saturday to you. I'm Amelia Fabiano here with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. The state's largest public school district continues to face challenges with enrollment. Mesa Public Schools will notify some teachers next week on whether their contracts will be renewed. Meanwhile, parents are looking for answers. Rachel Louise just spoke with one of those concerned parents.
There's a lot of concerns. There's a lot of talking. I'm hearing stuff from other parents, from teachers, from administrators.
A lot of talk, but for many parents and students in Mesa, not a lot of answers.
Me as one parent have multiple different needs that I'm looking at.
Jessica Stiles is a mom of 4. 2 of her kids are old enough to be in the Mesa school system. She came to our interview with a list of concerns fellow parents had sent her and wanted her to share. Many parents prioritize keeping art programs, music, special services in place.
The one underlying theme that is the same for everybody is that everybody is looking to meet the needs of their kids.
The district's conversation about staffing cuts have gone on for a year now.
Today is the day to look at every expense you have and say, do I need these things?
Parents like Jessica left to make tough decisions. Her family interviewed at 8 different schools for next year before deciding to stick with Mesa for the time being.
If something were to change, if we had sweeping cuts that would be affecting my children negatively, then my opinion might change.
And her opinion is already well informed as a former Valley teacher herself.
And it allows me to ask a lot of questions that are more maybe behind the scenes type of questions.
The district tells me the student to teacher ratios are not going to change even with staffing cuts. Teachers with Mesa have 1-year contracts, renewed or not, every school year. We'll have more information on February 11th. That's the next time the school board will hold a public meeting. In Mesa, I'm Rachel Louise Just, ABC 15 Arizona.
Meanwhile, the Liberty Elementary School District board president resigned on Friday after backlash to staff resignations during a board meeting Monday night. The district confirmed Brian Parks' resignation to ABC 15. In his letter, Parks said, in part, quote, I need to step back and reevaluate if I can continue to be active in my role as a governing board member. Our State of Education team has been following the latest on school districts across the valley. You can find those updates right now on ABC15.com. Ahead of Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow, St. Mary's Food Bank is asking for your help right now to provide some fruit to families today. Sun City West and Arcadia locations are accepting grapefruits, oranges, and lemons for Super Citrus Saturday today from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you can't make it today, donations will be accepted at Phoenix locations through the end of April. Uplifting Arizona this morning, high school senior Jackson Heilman is soaking in the spotlight after a magical moment on Tuesday. It was during halftime at the Sandra Day O'Connor High School basketball game. Jackson, who's one of the team's biggest supporters, was invited onto the floor for a half-court shot. There he is, going for it. Perfect arc. Went in. But this moment was about more than basketball. It was belonging. Jackson, born with Down syndrome, has found a home at the school as well as a community that really makes him feel like he can succeed.
I was in shock. And all of my friends support me.
Like with Jackson, there's not a bad day. With Jackson, there's not a bad play. With Jackson, there's not a bad moment. He's always bringing out the positive.
Jackson is involved with the basketball team and participates in track and field. His parents say the school really makes inclusion a priority. All right, let's get a quick check of that most accurate forecast. Phoenix today staying well above normal for this time of year. We're looking for a high of 80 degrees. 70 is typically our average high for this time of year. Our record high on the state, 86 degrees that we first set back in 1970 on this day. Other highs across our state will land in the mid-60s in Prescott, Sedona, Payson, and Kingman, too. Mid-50s in Flagstaff and the Grand Canyon. Low to mid-60s in spots north of the rim like Heber, Show Low, and Window Rock. And 70s out west along the Colorado River. Overnight, we're dropping down to temperatures in the 30s in Prescott, Payson, and Kingman. 20s in Flagstaff, Window Rock, and Heber. 50s in Bullhead City, Lake Havasu City, and Phoenix for our Sunday morning. Our 7-day forecast shows temperatures staying on that trend of higher than normal by about 10 degrees through Monday. Then a big change, big drop in temperatures down to near normal, upper 60s to low 70s, and some rain chances making their way into the valley on Thursday and Friday. As always, for the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download that free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.